Good evening and welcome to King Arena on Wheaton College's campus. Thanks for joining us for this key CCIW matchup between Wheaton College and Augustana College. Whoever wins this game will clinch third place in the conference. And the last time these teams matched up, it was quite a tight game, with Augustana grabbing the win in overtime. We're going to send it to the court for the national anthem and our starting lineups. Thanks for joining us.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to King Arena on the campus of Wheaton College for tonight's CCIW contest between the Vikings of Augustana College and your Wheaton College Thunder. At this time, we'd ask everyone to please rise for the playing of our national anthem. Here are the starting lineups for this evening's game. First for the visiting Vikings from Augustana. Number 2, a 5'4" junior from Eldridge, Iowa, Case Presley. Try again, Presley Case. Number 20, a 5'8" freshman from Beaverton, Oregon, Carly Stone. Number 25, a 5'11" senior from Bettendorf, Iowa, Macy Beinborn. Number 32, a 5'11" junior from Davenport, Iowa, Corey Whitlock. And a 5'8" senior from Davenport, Iowa, number 33, Gabriella Loys. The Vikings are coached by Mark Beinborn. Here are the starters for your Wheaton College Thunder. Number 4, a 5'8" junior from Victoria, Minnesota, Lily Schwen. A 5'7" freshman from Canton, Michigan, Anna Fernandez. Number 25, a 5'11" sophomore from Northfield, Minnesota, Annika Richardson. Number 32, a 5'10" senior from Tustin, California, Kaylee Hermanson. And number 34, a 5'10" junior from Asheville, North Carolina, Caroline Sicking. Wheaton is coached by Ken Madsen, assisted by Joanna Gutkowski and Laura Egan. The officials for tonight's game, Steve Matuszewski, Anne-Marie Keller, and Shantae Glenn.
Welcome back. As we were saying, this is a key CCIW matchup. Whoever wins this game will get the third spot in the conference. Yeah, and last time this was an extremely tight game between these two teams. Wheaton went to Augustana, and Augustana ended up clinching the win 65-63 in overtime. So we're in for a really exciting game here tonight.
And also a point to mention, this is the penultimate home game for the Thunder. And about set and ready to go from King Arena. Here is Beinborn, the senior. And an early travel for the Vikings as Carly Stone turns it over.
Looks like we have Augustana coming out in a high defense here, high man-to-man defense, which is to be expected considering how Wheaton has handled presses in these recent games. Here's Schwinn on the wing, trying to get to
Kaylee Hermanson. Fernandez kicks it back outside. Sikink thought about the three, drives it inside, now kicks it to Schwinn. 4 on the shot clock. And a travel going against Wheaton, so both teams turning it over early. Augustana entering this game having won 6 out of their last 8. With a 75-72 win against Illinois Wesleyan. Thunder coming off a 58-55 win. They are on a 2-game winning streak. And on the shot clock, and the Vikings just turn it over.
Yeah, as you said, both teams have been hot recently, so it's really going to be a good game today. As we see Augustana in this press, let's see how Wheaton handles this pressure early on. Looks like Augustana is dropping off pretty quickly here as Fernandez brings up the ball for Wheaton.
And we've seen earlier teams that have played the Thunder be aggressive in the press. We'll see how aggressive the Vikings opt to be. 10 on the shot clock. Hermanson. She finds Schwinn. She'll take the triple. Lillian Schwinn, no good.
We see Augustana looking to bring up the court quickly here.
Presley Case trying to use the screen, goes back outside wide. Stowe now with the ball. 11 on the shot clock. Here is Case once again, picked up by Schwinn. 7 on the shot clock. Case, and they will say she stepped out of bounds.
Still 0-0 here. 8 minutes left in the first. Yeah, looks like Case drove along the baseline there and just got the edge of her foot out of bounds as Schwinn brings the ball up for Wheaton.
Wheaton 12-8 overall, 7-4 in conference play. Augustana also 7-4 while posting a 13-7 record. Here is Schwinn kicking it back outside. Hermanson has it nearly swatted away. And the floater inside, no good for Fernandez. Offensive rebound gathered in. Here is Sikink also missing. And here comes Lois on the fast break. And they will call a travel.
Yeah, Augustana's fast break is something that we really will need to look out for. 20% of Augustana's points are off of transition points, so we need to be aware of this quick transition from Augustana and just get down the court quickly on defense.
Both teams still searching for their first field goal of the game. Here's Sikink using the screen, mid-range J, and splashes it home.
No surprise there from Caroline Sikink. A very reliable jump shot shooter. She is actually 6th in the CCIW for average points per game.
Averages about 13 points a game. Here is the drive by Lois. That one is no good though for her. Wheaton opting to go quickly. A floater no good by Fernandez. Fight for the rebound. Wheaton still has it. Hermanson from the 3-point line, no good. Another offensive rebound, but that one too strong for Fernandez.
Here we see Augustana pushing it again. Strong drive there.
And another foul that goes against Augustana.
Let's see what we have here on this replay. Looks like a moving screen there.
It's called against the senior Macy Beinborn.
Who is actually the head coach's daughter.
Yes.
This is pretty cool. So we have freshman Kate Oliver checking in here.
Oliver with 3 points in her last game against Carthage. Here is Schwinn driving down the baseline and contact. And they'll call a foul.
That will send Sikink to the line, who is currently 63% from the free throw line. She makes her first here.
Impressive performance against Carthage, a double-double, 16 points, 15 rebounds in 35 minutes.
She's a key player for Wheaton's team. As we have Callie Pepes checking in for Corey Whitlock on Augustana.
6'2" freshman out of St. Charles, Illinois. Carrying in her 21st consecutive game. That one got blocked by Hermanson. Impressive defensive play by the Thunder.
Yeah, excellent D there by Hermanson to not let that easy pass into the lane as Sickink takes this jumper.
But she misses and unable to save it are the Vikings, so the Thunder get essentially another possession.
4-0 here with Wheaton leading. 6 minutes left in this first quarter here.
Here's Schwinn trying to inbound. They go to Oliver. Oliver drives. Oliver the floater, and she spangs it home.
Oliver is an excellent driver. She is one of the strongest on Wheaton's team. Always fun to watch her go to the basket.
Averages 9.6 points per game, shooting at 41.9% from the field. That's her first field goal of the game, as we mentioned earlier, and another travel going against Augustana. If I'm right, I believe that's the third that is going against the Vikings this quarter.
Again, in a close game that we're anticipating this one to be every single turnover counts. So I'm sure Augustana coach Beinborn not too happy about that one.
As they're still searching for their first field goal. That one deflected out of bounds by Loez.
We have a big lineup switch here for Augustana as 3 new players check in.
Case Stone and Whitlock all check out. Here's Kate Oliver with the ball. Flings it outside. It is Sickink. 10 on the shot clock. Here is Kaylee Hermanson. Back to Sickink. The screen is set. 5 on the shot clock now. Sickink has to find somebody. She goes inside to Richardson. Got it off before the shot clock.
It got down to the wire there, but Richardson was able to capitalize on that really close one. Excellent play there.
Early 8-0 lead for the Thunder. Vikings still just trying to get their first points, get some confidence going.
You can really tell that Wheaton really wants this game tonight. Their defense has just been so tight.
Here comes a double team inside, jump ball.
Excellent effort there by Sickink to just fight for that ball, get the jump ball. Looks like that it will be Augustana possession still. Yeah, this will definitely be an interesting game tonight. Augustana is actually the 4th placed in the CCIW for highest scoring offense. They average 68 points per game, and Wheaton is in 6th, but on the defensive side, Wheaton beats out Augustana. Wheaton ranking 3rd in the CCIW for their defense, while Augustana ranks 5th. So I feel like it's a pretty even matchup here tonight. Wheaton is winning so far, 8-0. Augustana still searching to put their first couple points on the board here tonight. But we have about 4 minutes left, so we'll see what the rest of this first quarter brings for us.
And also another point to note is that Wheaton has only allowed teams to shoot 34.7% from the field. That's actually #1 in the CCIW. And so far, that #1 defense has come to play.
Yes, excellent play here by Wheaton so far. And again, like being up by 8-0 here is definitely a good confidence booster for Wheaton as they get ready to face Milliken, which is the top-ranked team in the conference so far. But we still have a lot of game left here. I'm expecting Augustana to really pick up the pace here and show Wheaton what they're made of.
The Vikings showing press, but they quickly drop out of it, not being as aggressive as previous teams like the Spartans. .12 on the shot clock. Here is Schwinn. Schwinn kicks it back outside. It is Oliver on the wing. Oliver 4 to shoot. Oliver, contact on the way up, and she is fouled.
Yeah, it looks like number 13, Tatum, got Oliver's arm there. So Oliver goes to line for 2.
Oliver, a 66.7 free throw shooter, leads her team in free throw percentage. .510 guard out of Falls Church, Virginia. And an early 10-0 deficit for the Vikings. Again, still searching for their first points of the game. With almost halfway to go, they kick it back outside. Here's Lois. Looks like a foul inside.
Looks like Castle might have been a little rough coming on the backside there. So Augustana ball.
Here's a three-pointer out on the wing. That one is no good, though, for Emma Burr, the sophomore. .340 left to go here in this first quarter. That has been dominated by the Thunder. The floater inside, no good by Richardson.
Still Wheaton ball, though, here as that went out on Emma Berg. So Wheaton ball here underneath with Oliver inbounding for Wheaton.
They get it to Castle. It's back to Oliver. Uses the screen. Oliver, the drive. Too strong.
Yeah, just off the glass there. A little too heavy as Augustana's pushing the pace here.
Here is Emma Berg. 14 on the shot clock. Almost taken away by Cade Oliver. Brynjason and a three-pointer out on the way, and that is buried. Macy Beinborn, the senior, able to make the play, gives Augustana their first field goal of the game.
Beinborn is actually 7th in the CCIW for average 3 points per game, averaging 1.7 per game. So no surprise there, she sinks her first, expecting to see a couple more from her tonight.
Augustana looking to get something going. Another three by Beinborn, though. It's no good. Here comes the Thunder now, pushing the pace. Fernandez back to Richardson, and that one taken away. It was intended for Castle. And here comes Tatum on the drive. Tatum contacting the foul as she spills to the paint hard and will go to the line.
Let's see. Looks like Richardson got her on the arm and a little bit with her offhand, pushed Augustana a little bit there, so she'll go for two on the line.
Freshman that's played in every single game for the Vikings. Only listed at 5'3".
That was an excellent effort by Tatum to drive strong to the basket. Just couldn't quite get the and one there, but went for two here.
Beinborn, a 69.6% free throw shooter, goes 1 out of 2 from the line.
10-4 here in King Arena with 2 minutes left in this first quarter. Augustana looking to cut this deficit a little bit more before this second quarter comes underway.
Here's Oliver. 8 on the shot clock, paired up by Tatum. Oh, and a hard contact, and they'll call an offensive foul.
Wow, that was quite a hit there.
That was, wow.
Wow. Way to go, Tatum, to take that hit there and draw the foul on Oliver. Again, that's one thing I do like about Oliver. She does drive strong to the basket, and I would not be brave enough to step in front of that.
Wow.
But way to go there by Tatum.
Pretty much got bulldozed. Tatum just kicked it back outside to Beinborn. 14 on the 30. Here's Emma Berg now, uses the screen, fires a three-pointer. That one is no good. And Emma Beinborn, not afraid to put her body on the line, was trying to go for the rebound.
Really surprised we're not seeing Augustana pressing here tonight. Yeah. Looks like they do have a pretty large roster as well, so maybe the coach just wants to save his legs so far.
Here is Sinkink, finally able to collect it. She sets the screen. Fernandez, they kick it back outside. A three-pointer that is buried by Kaylee Hermanson.
Hermanson had 15 points in the last game against Carthage. Let's hope she can keep that high-scoring streak up in tonight's important CCIW game.
Meanwhile, that buried shot by Corey Whitlock makes it a 6-point game under 42 seconds and change. Here in a critical CCIW matchup between the Thunder and the Vikings on a Wednesday night. Here is Sinkink missing. Fight for the rebound. Augustana has it. About a 1 or 2 second differential between shot clock and game clock. The Vikings trailing by 6. Here's Emma Berg hanging onto the ball, trying to milk some clock. Candace Tatum, 8 to shoot. It's inside to the 6'2" freshman. Papez rejected on the way up. Thunder can put up one more shot, and they will at the buzzer, but that one is no good for Anna Fernandez, and that will be the end of the first quarter, a 12-6 lead for the Thunder.
Yeah, it was an excellent first quarter from both teams. I'm sure Augustana is wishing that they weren't down by 6, but again, a lot of game left here. Great effort from both teams. What I've really been noticing is just the defensive effort on both sides of the court here. Both teams are just playing such a tight man-to-man. And that was one thing that Coach Madsen was mentioning earlier today, is that Wheaton really needs to be clean on their defense and tight, because Augustana loves to drive and do it and either go strong to the basket or do a little kick out as the Wheaton defense collapses. So that was one thing that they really worked on in practice these last couple of days, and I really think we're seeing it pay off here tonight. And both defenses have brought their A game. Wheaton only shooting 23.1% from the field. Meanwhile, Augustana not that much better at 20%. Yeah, I think it's really going to be a close game here this whole night. I'm really curious to see if Augustana will come out in a press at any point. Yeah, it's just Wheaton really, that has been a weak spot for Wheaton in these last couple games. So I'm really curious to see if Coach Beinborn will change things up a little bit and make Augustana press here and test Wheaton's mettle there. So the second quarter here from King Arena, 12-6. Matchup between two teams tied for third place in the CCIW at 7-4. Winner would basically control their destiny to be the number 3 seed in the conference, as that one is turned over. That was excellent defense there by Castle, senior captain out of Pennsylvania, to stop the easy pass inside to the post there. Schwinn, they kick it back outside, wide open for 3 is Anna Fernandez. Excellent three-point shot from the freshman, who actually posted a double-double in the last game with 11 points and 10 rebounds. Fernandez's 3 gives the Thunder their first three-pointer of this game. There's another 3 on the way. That one is no good. Fight for the rebound off the hands of Sinkink. The last time these two teams played each other was November 30th, and it was the first conference game for both teams. That'll be Wheaton ball here. 15-6. Wheaton in the lead here still, as Augustana is looking to make their first points of the second quarter. Here is Annika Richardson, screen set by Fernandez. To Ellie Castle for the easy 2. That was an excellent pick and roll there by Wheaton's offense. Well done there by Castle to create that space for her defenders. Three-pointer on the way for Beinborn, but it's no good. Corey Whitlock almost had the offensive rebound, and here comes Sinkink pushing the pace. Sinkink trying to find some options outside. It is Ellie Castle who has it. Schwinn now back to Castle. 12 on the shot clock. It is Sinkink. Sinkink, no good. Some great defense there by Gabrielle Lois. And
And here is Presley Case, the main ball handler for the Vikings. The drive inside, beautiful finish by Gabriella Lois.
Yeah, Augustana is a driving team. One of the things that Coach Madsen really wanted his team to look out for defensively, just really was emphasizing this week, stepping in front of the strong drivers on Augustana to prevent those types of points in the paint.
Fernandez pass inside, it is Richardson, that one too strong though, and here come the Vikings. Feinborn, mid-range J, no good. Offensive rebound gathered in. A wide open three for Presley Case. That one too strong though.
(17-8) here with 7 minutes left in the second quarter.
Sickink picks up the double team. Sickink looking outside. And a deep three on the way, and it's buried. Anna Fernandez, no fear from way downtown.
Fernandez was crucial in the first time these teams matched up. So we're expecting to see her step up again here tonight in this CCIW matchup as she tips the ball away there.
As you mentioned earlier, 11 points, 10 rebound, double performance in the overtime loss. The drive, that one's no good for Lois. And a foul goes against the Vikings.
Yeah, it looks like Feinborn went a little hard there into Castle, got tangled up in her arms. Way to fight for that rebound. Ellie Castle, who's actually 6th in the CCIW for average rebounds per game.
She averages nearly 7 per contest. Here is Schwinn. Hermanson turns around. The floater won't go. Thunder leading it by 12. 6:10 to go. A wide open three, and Feinborn taking advantage of the wide open space she had.
Again, she's 7th in the CCIW for average 3 points per game. She also 60% of her field goal attempts are 3-point shots, so I'm expecting to see a lot more from her tonight.
Second on the team in points per game as well. She averages 10.5, another wide open three, unable to take advantage of it, but Case gets the rebound. A three on the way, that one misses though. Thunder able to corral in and get the rebound, and a foul inside.
See, that was on Case. She's got wrapped up a little bit in there. Augustana, you can really tell they crash hard to the basket for rebounds. They actually average 13 points off of rebounds of those second chance points. That was one thing that Coach Madsen emphasized, that the Wheaton really needs to grab every single board to prevent Augustana from getting easy second chance shots here.
And going off what you said about rebounds, the Vikings have the best rebound margin in the conference at plus 5.8. And when they outbound their opponents, they are 11-3 on the season. So it's critical that the Vikings can get these boards.
Vikings definitely have a few taller players out there, but honestly, they just have a lot of grit from each one of their players, just pressing hard towards the basket after every single shot, trying to collect those rebounds. They really are game changers.
Ball nearly poked away. Thunder still have it. Here's Sickink inside. Sickink double team. Ball is poked. And it looks like another foul inside.
Looks like that was on number 20, Carly Stone. A little bit of a reach there on Sickink. Thunder inbounds it from the baseline.
Here's Sickink, nice pass inside to Schwinn, can't finish, gets her own rebound, tries again, no good, and a reach-in foul goes against Sickink.
Way to get in there by Schwinn, but yeah, Sickink just came in a little bit hard there, and that was a foul on Sickink. That was her first, so she has 4 more to spare here.
Timeout on the floor with 5 minutes to go before the intermission. A 20-10 lead for the Thunder in what's been essentially a grind-out sort of game, as both teams struggling to shoot from the field, but both teams playing hard on defense.
Yes, yeah. I think this is really going to be a strong defensive game here tonight. And I'm really curious to see how Wheaton handles Augustana's just really intense crashing towards the basket. Wheaton has struggled this season with rebounding, specifically defensively. And with such a gritty team as Augustana, I'm curious as Wheaton gets more and more tired. Again, that's another issue that we've seen with Wheaton. They have a smaller bench, and with Augustana really is on every single play pushing the pace. I'm curious to see how the rest of this game turns out for Wheaton.
And as you mentioned, we have not really seen Augustana show as much press, especially with the bench that they have. They have a lot more players on their roster than the Thunder.
Yeah, it's interesting. We saw them like start up close to Wheaton as they're bringing the ball up, but then they just drop off quickly into just a normal defense here. But I think there's probably keeping Wheaton on their toes, and at some point it's going to lock it into gear here and hit Wheaton with the press.
We've seen Carroll show some press, Illinois Wesleyan show some press, but not that much by the Vikings.
Yeah, Carroll's press was very impressive. Scored a ton of their points off of that against Wheaton.
They forced, I believe, over 20 turnovers in that matchup.
Yes, yeah.
5 on the shot clock, 3 on the way, and it's buried. Carly Stone, the second made three-pointer in this game for Augustana, and they cut the lead down to 7.
Yeah, 70% of Stone's field goal attempts are threes, as she should, because she's been hitting tonight.
Fernandez missing. 4:12 now left to go. Another 3 on the way, and another triple for Carly Stone.
Wow. She's just keep shooting, give her the ball. That's 2 in a row for Stone here. 16-20, Wheaton still with the lead here.
Wide open three-pointer on the way, but that is no good for Kaylee Hermanson.
Give the ball to Stone.
Presley Case has it instead.
Here we go.
And there is Carly Stone. 12 on the shot clock. Oliver has Case. Screen is set. Here comes another three-pointer on the way by Case. No good. Rebound reeled in by Kaylee Hermanson.
There you can tell Augustana likes that three-point line.
Here's Kate Oliver, goes back outside, but not expecting the pass. And a turnover for the Thunder.
We see sophomore Richardson telling her team to slow it down here. Let's get the offense started.
Vikings on a 6-0 run after back-to-back three-pointers by Carly Stone.
Wheaton just needs to settle it down and play their game and not let this run by Augustana get in their heads here. Excellent run here for Augustana. 2 great threes from Stone.
Here's Loas, feels confident on the mid-range, Jay, but she misses. Fernandez with the defensive rebound, trying to push the pace. Oliver, the drive. Oliver has to go back outside. A swing across court. And it looks like a turnover for Wheaton.
Looks like Fernandez back foot just touched the line there. Big swing from Hermanson to Fernandez. Good eyes there by the ref to see that.
Only 5th turnover for the Thunder. The Vikings, meanwhile, have 10 in this game, but only trail by 4. Three-pointers really keeping the Vikings alive. Here's Loas trying to navigate her way inside, but unable to.
That was an excellent effort there by Lois to get open there. Just couldn't quite capitalize for Augustana.
Here's Anna Fernandez, one of the 2 freshmen on the court alongside Kate Oliver. 14 to shoot. Oliver turns around and splashes in the mid-range jumper.
She looked so calm taking that shot. It was like no problem.
Almost as if it was effortless.
Yeah, seriously. Excellent play there by our freshman Oliver.
And there is Carly Stone. Talk about 3 threes here in the second.
She is 3 for 4 from the three-point line here tonight. Wheaton's got to mark up tightly on her outside on the arc.
Oliver points coming from downtown. Oliver able to recover. Here comes a three-pointer from the corner, but that is no good for Fernandez. And here is Carly Stone back to Presley Case, swinging across court, another 3. This is Emma Berg, no good. And here comes Kate Oliver now on the other side. Oof. Can't score.
Good attempt there by Oliver as Augustana brings it quickly up the court. Wow, this has just been back and forth, back and forth. A really quick game here.
A nice steal by Presley Case, getting her hands into the cookie jar. Under a minute now left to go. A little bit messy from both teams. Oliver came up short on the Euro step. Earlier, Augustana came up a little bit short on their field goal. Here's a floater inside. Beautifully finished by Presley Case.
Oh, she switched hands midair and just floated that thing in. That was an excellent and athletic play there by Case.
There's Kate Oliver, another mid-range J. Nothing but net from Kate Oliver.
Well done by the freshman out of Virginia. 3-point game here. Shot clock is turned off. It's 24-21.
8 points for Kate Oliver, 3 of 5. And it looks like an offensive foul going against the Vikings. And it'll give the Thunder one more possession.
Augustana making big lineup changes here with 11 seconds left in the first half.
Meanwhile, for the Thunder, Alyssa Faborowski checking in for Kate Oliver, freshman to freshman substitution with less than 10 seconds to go. Faborowski drives, contact, and a foul.
We draw that contact there from Faborowski. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, looks like that was a bit of a block there from number 20 on Augustana.
Faborowski does not go to the line that often, about to attempt her 9th free throw attempt of the season. That one rings in and out. And the Augustana ball.
Wheaton's gonna wanna watch out for Carly Stone here. I'm sure that's where Augustana wants the ball right now. Ooh, nice by Schwinn.
Almost scoring there was Lillian Schwinn.
If I were the coach of Augustana, I would not be happy about that play. That was a little careless there. But boy, I think we're in for a great second half here. Wheaton is up 25-21. A 4-point lead here for Wheaton. Stay tuned with us. We have a very exciting second half coming up for this key CCIW matchup. Again, as we've been saying, the winner of this will clinch that 3rd place spot in the conference. So join us back here in 15 minutes.
I think one of the fun things about deciding where to go to college is that all of your peers are in kind of the same place. Remember, other people have done this, other people have gone before me and will come after me and are going through it with me now, but it's not as isolating as it may feel. I didn't really know what I was looking for at first. It started with me just scrolling through website after website of colleges. I knew I wanted something that was medium-sized. I knew that I wanted a strong natural sciences department. I knew that I wanted to be challenged academically inside the classroom, but I also didn't want life to stop in the classroom. I'm grateful that I was able to visit as many schools as I did. A large part of my decision to attend Wheaton was influenced by my campus visit. What instantly stood out to me was that everyone on campus was smiling. I felt welcomed, I felt appreciated, seen, and wanted. And so the application process itself was really joy-filled. The decision process was quite a different story. I got the decisions and acceptances and rejections back, and rejections stung. I became very stressed. I started to question, do I want to keep going to school? Do I want to go far? Do I want to come closer to home? And that's where I really started to ask, okay, what are the options remaining before me? And Wheaton was again at the top. I started to work with Ellen, my admissions counselor. I just worked with her really closely and had several hour-long phone calls, just talking through what does a Wheaton education look like, what is the value of a Wheaton education, and got to have personal conversations and interactions. So even during a time that was really stressful, I felt valued and seen as a whole person rather than just a GPA and test scores.
Neuroscience is the study of probably the most unique organ on the planet, the human brain. What does it mean to be a human person? And then what does it mean to live the good life as a result of understanding that? Where a vast majority of the work is right now is helping cure neurodegenerative disease. Parkinson's disease, Alzheimer's disease, and our National Institute of Health has been pouring money into trying to understand these diseases. There is a lot of hope for discovery that can really impact somebody's life. It's very easy for an undergraduate student to get involved in research. One of my more recent grads is working with one of the top spinal surgeons in the country, and because of his experience doing research here, he was able to just work his way right into that lab. A majority of my students go on to med school, but I had a physics student who is working for Tesla. We've had philosophy students, and we've had folks from the Bible and theology department come in and really press us hard to be precise about how we're talking about what it means to be a human person. A student in our conservatory here took one of my classes and did a project on the neuroscience of music therapy, and this whole world was opened up. She had a passion for both music and science, and she was able to combine them in a way that she just hadn't seen possible before being here. Any student that is just curious about themselves and the way that they work is going to be really well positioned to study the brain. Faith and science can coexist really well. The unique thing about coming to Wheaton to study neuroscience is the integrative nature of it. You are going to learn about how your brain works and how the cells work and how the neural circuits work, but we won't stop there. We will also teach you about your spirit and your soul and how that might interact with your brain to make you who you are. And so I hope that we're putting students out into the world that can answer the big neuroscientific questions, but then can also challenge their colleagues and their audiences to think deeper and to think more carefully about what it means to be a human person.
When you're looking at colleges, you may look at the sticker price and say to yourself, I'm not applying to that school because I can't afford it. And I would caution you to not close any doors because there is this price tag that is just out of reach. Cost is an important factor, but there's so many other factors to consider. At Wheaton College, we offer academic scholarships as well as Wheaton Grant, which is need-based aid from the college. So a student may receive scholarships in the range of $10,000 to full tuition. They may also receive significant Wheaton Grant based on need, and we determine that, like most institutions do, based on the information that is found on the free application for federal student aid. Colleges aren't commodities. They're not all the same. And there'll be value questions that you have to ask along the way. There's value in knowing that Wheaton alumni have done very well across the board. That we have students from 50 states and over 160-year history. There's value in that. But I also think there's value in the fact that you will be with a group of peers who are excellent in their academic endeavors, but also who love Jesus Christ. You are not just a student who is performing well in the classroom, but that you are a person that has great potential to serve God's kingdom. You're going to be challenged to grow in your faith because you want to be tested and you want to understand what your theological non-negotiables are. So think about the community you're going to be a part of and how they're going to engage you. We want to challenge you to think about why you believe what you believe, by people who will encourage you and motivate you. This is an investment that has strong return, not just for you in terms of career, but for you as a follower of Jesus Christ who will be called to great things. Let us work closely with your family. Let us find out more. We work with great expectation and with hope. We do not want to give up on your calling to be at Wheaton College.
Wheaton College Summer Institute is basically this 2-week event in which students from all over the world can participate. It does a very good job of integrating education, social life, and spiritual life into a very safe environment.
There's so many course offerings, from Shakespeare to music to visual arts to theology.
Each student picks a class and they really hone in on a specific subject.
And we're kind of getting like a foretaste of the college experience.
So we're sleeping in the dorms and we eat in Saga. It's the full experience, but only for a 2-week period.
And they give college credit. Like, when looking at whether or not to do this, I was like, there's no downside.
You know, the schedule is incredible.
I've spent a lot of time in class, probably about 4 hours a day, but also a lot of time hanging out.
Then we're going for ice cream and we're going into Wheaton.
You enjoy it, you have fun, you get to meet new people.
And what I like about it a lot is that the people are so accepting. The people that will just take you as you are and won't criticize you or judge you.
And the relationships I've built with people here have been really valuable.
Here, I'm always with someone, I'm always talking, I'm always having a great time, I'm always learning.
And at the same time, building that community with these people who are so different. With people from Colombia and Mexico and Texas and North Carolina. But we can all, find that kind of center of what we all believe and build relationships from that.
Wheaton College Summer Institute is a place where you will grow in your faith, meet very extraordinary people, and learn something you're passionate about.
It has the potential to be so formative that there's no way you shouldn't do it.
Someone who is insatiably curious will thrive in a Christian liberal arts environment. Being a Christian liberal arts student causes you to expect to encounter God and expect to encounter dialogue with other disciplines. I think it creates a posture of wonder, and that's just a great thing for every aspect of life. I was in Calc 1, and my professor was having us read through Romans 12 in Calc 1. And it really invited me to see God at work and to prepare my heart, even in those first few minutes of class, to recognize and say, God is here, and do I have eyes to see him? And do I have eyes to see the way that he's at work? They don't say that any discipline is off limits from God, or that God is off limits from any discipline. Wheaton really does prime you to be a very well-rounded student that's able to think about questions from many different angles, and not just provide a cookie-cutter answer, but really engage with content in a deep and meaningful and intentional way. I got one-on-one time with professors, and they not only cared about my studies, but they also cared about my spiritual well-being and about how I was doing personally. the opportunity to have professors that are spiritual mentors and have PhDs in Old Testament or quantum mechanics or poverty and international relations is amazing. And you get the opportunity to interact with so many other students of different disciplines that all love Jesus and want to love and worship him in what they do. And that's amazing too. And I love Wheaton. Wheaton invited me to dig deep into both the scientific learning I was doing and dig deep into my faith. I have grown in my ability to offer all of myself to the practice that I'm doing as an act of worship. That's what the Christian liberal arts can help form in you, is to do everything to the glory of God.
Welcome back to King Arena for some Wednesday night basketball. My name's Rebecca Max. I'm with Aiden Kong. Right now it's 25-21 with Wheaton in the lead. Again, I'm anticipating a very close second half here. This is a key CCIW matchup, as whoever wins this clinches the third spot in the conference. So again, yeah, an exciting game here tonight. What do you anticipate seeing in this second half here, Aiden?
I think we'll continue to see these offenses continue to heat up. Both teams towards the end of the first half were really starting to shoot the ball really well. We saw Carly Stone for Augustana heat up with 3 threes in the second quarter. As you mentioned, Augustana likes to drive it inside, but it seems as if their three-point shots are also what drives Augustana on offense.
Yes, and that's one of the things that Coach Madsen mentioned, is really guarding that three-point line, because Augustana has some really hot three-point shooters with Carly Stone and Feinborn, as both those players have dropped several three-point shots here. And now we're off into the third quarter here, leading up by 4.
There's Presley Case. Case trying to pass it to Lois, but both were not in rhythm for that pass, as Augustana turns it over for the 13th time.
Yeah, Wheaton's defense has really been stepping up in this game, with forcing 13 turnovers for Augustana.
And meanwhile, a three-pointer that's just buried by Annika Richardson. Thunder's third made three.
Richardson's currently 7th in the CCIW for average points per game, with 12.7 as her average.
Here's a three by Macy Beinhorn, and she drills it from downtown.
Macy is 7th in the CCIW for three-point shots, and she's actually the coach's daughter. 60% of her field goal attempts are from the three.
Just made her second three-pointer. That gives her 10 points now in this game here. Sinking trying to get into the game. That one rings in and out. Offensive rebound gathered in, but it's turned over for the Thunder. Here comes Presley Case now. It's back to Case out on the wing once again. Beinhorn back to Carly Stowe. Mid-range J splashes it in.
She can shoot from the three and in the paint. That's a player that Wheaton's really going to have to look out for here. Don't want to let her get super hot here on a shooting streak, so we really needs to shut her down, as it's only a 1-point lead here for Wheaton.
Three-pointer once again. It is raining threes here in King Arena as Annika Richardson has it.
That extends Wheaton's lead to 4 here. Richardson not comfortable with just that 1-point lead there, making that crucial 3 for Wheaton.
Here is the senior Beinhorn. Lois now with it, 10 to shoot. Beinhorn sets the screen back to Presley Case. Case the drive. It got swatted away.
Excellent D there by Hermanson as Wheaton's now pushing the pace.
Richardson on the mid-range J. Can't convert. Fight for the rebound. Vikings have it. And here comes Gabrielle Lois trying to drive inside. Bangs it home off the glass.
Excellent drive there. It's a 2-point game here in King Arena. Wheaton up by 2.
Sickink, mid-range J. Bench goes wild.
There's some back and forth here tonight.
Both teams on fire. Thunder 2 of 4. Augustana 2 of 3 early on here in this third. Try to make it 3 of 4 for Augustana. Meanwhile, Wheaton 3 of 5. Here comes another 3. My goodness. Carly Stone, that is 4 threes for her.
Wow. Yeah, she's 4 for 5 on the night from the 3-point line. As Richardson tries to answer back there, couldn't quite make it.
Augustana looking to take the lead for the first time, and there is Carly Stone, bangs it home. As the Vikings have their first lead of tonight, 33-32.
This was just a commanding third quarter for Augustana. Wow, they went on quite a run there. Cut down their deficit. Now they have the lead, 33-32. That was quite. How many minutes was that? 3 minutes-ish. And Augustana really just changing the tide here. They definitely have the momentum right now. I'd be feeling good after that run too. We really just need to make sure they start locking it down here and not let Augustana string together several made possessions in a row here.
And what an impressive performance it has been for Carly Stone. 16 points, 6 of 7 shooting, 4 of 5 from downtown. But Macy Beinhorn not too far behind with 10 points of her own. As the Thunder struggling to stop these shooters from shooting.
Yeah, Beinhorn was crucial in Augustana's last game against Illinois Wesleyan. She scored 13 and had several rebounds. Augustana actually beat Illinois Wesleyan that we lost to. They beat Illinois Wesleyan also in a close game though, 75-72, while Wheaton lost 54-56 to Iowa. So Augustana's really been on a good run here these past couple weeks. They're definitely looking to continue that streak here at Wheaton College.
And in the Vikings win against Illinois Wesleyan, Augustana shot 50% from the field.
Wow.
A rare achievement as a team. They were hot shooting the ball as the Thunder turn it over. As we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, the Vikings entering this game having won 6 out of their last 8, tied for third in the conference with Wheaton. Here's a 3 by Beinhorn, cannot miss.
Wow.
Macy Beinhorn buries it from downtown, 13 points now for her and a 4-point lead for the Vikings.
Wow, Wheaton really needs to watch that 3-point line here tonight. Excellent drive there from Sickink to cut the Viking lead to 36-34 with Augustana in the lead here.
Sickink now with 8 points, shooting 3 of 8 from the field. Here is Beinhorn, nearly taken away by Schwinn. Pass it inside and able to bang it home is Corey Whitlock.
Excellent court vision there from Beinhorn. That's one thing Augustana loves to do, is just drive, have Wheaton D collapse, and then kick it out. There, Beinhorn found the nice backdoor cut there for an easy 2 points for Augustana.
Here's Lillian Schwinn. She'll take it, misses it. A nice feed inside, just pretty much tipped it over to Fernandez for the assist.
That looked a little bit of a volleyball play right there from Schwinn. But hey, got it to 2 points for Wheaton.
Set it all up for that kill shot right there.
Exactly.
It looks like a foul inside going against the Thunder.
Yeah, it looks like Sickink was all over the back there. of 34. Sorry, 33 boys.
Some substitutions for the Thunder as Faborowski and Kate Oliver check in, 2 freshmen in the game. And a foul inside will go against Oliver. And will put Macy Beinborn to the line. And partner, as you mentioned, Macy Beinborn, the daughter of the Vikings head coach Mark Beinborn. And this season just became the program's all-time leader in 3-point field goals last year, named to the second team all-conference. Second free throw rings in and out. They still have possession. A drive inside by Case, no good. Another try inside and another foul, which will send Gabrielle Lois back to the line.
Yeah, that's what we've been seeing from Augustana all night. They just crash for those offensive rebounds. And yeah, it looks like Hermanson got her arm there a little bit, which will send Lois to the line for 2.
Lois, a 52.2 free throw shooter. Was a first team all conference last year.
See if she'll extend Augustana's lead to 5 here, which she does. Augustana lead 41-36 with 5 minutes left in the third quarter.
Wheaton shooting 34%, Augustana 44%. Here is Sinking spins, Sinking, contact, and a foul.
That's on 32, Corey Whitlock. Let's see what, yeah, if she kept her arm straight up, that would not be a foul, but bringing her arm down on Sickink like that sends her to the line for 2. And it looks like there's a timeout here. Wow, what a run for Augustana in these last few minutes. That was really quite impressive as they've just really turned the tide here. Lead by 5. Let's hope that Sickink can cut this deficit a little bit here, but I'm anticipating we'll just see it back and forth between these two teams for these next couple minutes here.
And so far offensively, Augustana 7 of 9, 77.8 from the field. Wheaton at 55.6 here in this third quarter, but what's really been the difference is the 3-point shots. For Augustana, they are 3 of 3 in this quarter. Wheaton's only made 1 3-pointer. It has to be because of the effort of Carly Stone and Macy Beinborn really getting it done.
Yeah, they've been excellent from deep here for Augustana and really crucial players for Augustana. And they've really just are at the helm here tonight. What was interesting though, looking at the stats, is that off of turnovers, Wheaton is far outpacing Augustana. Points off turnovers, Wheaton has 18 to Augustana's 8. And again, this has been a really good defensive effort here by Wheaton. We seem to have them kind of regain that at the beginning of the game that they had and just really start playing tough defense here and get these quick transition points.
And Augustana has turned over 13 times compared to the Thunder's 8, but once again, the Vikings' 3-point shots have really covered up for their errors. Carly Stone for Augustana leading the Vikings in scoring with 16 points. Her teammate and senior Macy Beinborn with 14. As the lead is cut down to 3. Here's Presley Case, number 2 against number 2. Lois back outside. It is Beinborn guarded by Aller, 15 on the 30. Lois back to Berg, Stone. 6 now to shoot. Lois drives, Lois bangs it home.
Excellent drive there from the senior Lois. Way to finish it there to get 2 more points on the board for Augustana, stretching their lead back out to 5. 4 minutes left in this third quarter.
There's Sickink. They go to Fernandez now, 10 on the shot clock, under 3 minutes to play. Sickink trying to make her move, drives inside. Sickink.
Great rebound there by Faborowski.
3-pointer on the way. That one is no good.
See Augustana here pushing it out to Stone. Oh boy.
Here is Carly Stone. She cannot miss tonight, folks.
Wow, incredible. She is 5 for 6 from the three-point line. Boy, Wheaton just needs to mark up out there on her. She's just unstoppable here tonight.
19 points. Kate Oliver wants a three. Too strong. Wheaton still has the ball, though. Sikkink throws it to Ana Fernandez, but it sails out wide, and it's a turnover for the Thunder.
What really frustrates me about the Thunder is that if they start feeling a little panicked, they lose the game, and Wheaton needs to play their game here tonight and stay composed, play how we play, and let's not up the ante here. Let's just stay composed, make the easy shots, and get this offense rolling here.
Oh, the 8th turnover for the Thunder. Here is Cage against Faborowski. That one is taken away, and here comes Kate Oliver. Oh, gas, no brakes, and she'll easily score. As the Vikings take a timeout after that reckless turnover.
It's 46-40 with Augustana leading. And yeah, as I was saying, Wheaton seems to just lose composure once they feel the pressure building. And yeah, we saw Augustana's bench getting really excited. It started getting louder and louder in here, but Wheaton just needs to keep playing their game, settle down, start their offense, get their offense rolling, and then just get the open and easy shots, which we can make. So let's hope that we see a more composed Wheaton coming out of this timeout here.
And how would you stop a sharp and hot shooter like Carly Stone and Macy Byborn?
At the end of the day, it comes down to just getting a hand in her face. I mean, all these shots that she's been making have been relatively open attempts. So we just needs to get a hand in her face, and if you can't see the basket, it's really hard to make it. So we just need to be a little tighter on defense there. And that was one thing that Coach Madsen was mentioning, is we really need to be tight in the paint defensively, but we've seen them overcompensating, leaving the rim wide open on the outside.
Lob inside, and a reach and foul will go against Ellie Castle. Right now, Augustana 8 of 17 from beyond the arc. Meanwhile, the Thunder have only made three three-pointers out of 11 attempts.
Good call.
It looks like an offensive foul and a travel that will go against Callie Papez.
Yeah, it looked like her pivot foot just slid around there a little bit. Good eyes by the ref to catch that. Wheaton ball here. Wheaton's down by 6.
And if there's anything that Coach Byborn is not pleased about, it's been the turnovers. Ball is loose, fight for it. They'll come.
Stay Wheaton ball. Excellent effort there by Augustana players, getting on the floor for that ball. Something every coach loves to see.
Kate Oliver to inbound. They were not on the same page. It was intended for Castle as the Thunder turn it over.
Looks like the refs. Oh, looks like Augustana's subbing here. We have number 10, Brenneson. I hope I said her name correctly. I probably didn't.
No, you said her name correctly. Brenneson.
Brenneson. As Augustana brings the ball up here, still leading by 6 with 2 minutes left in the third quarter.
Here is Carly Stone. Papez now with it. They get it to Tatum. The screen is set. Tatum the drive. And she lost it.
Good tight D there from Thunder to force that turnover.
Thunder trail by 6, 46-40. They had the lead at the half, but a hot shooting night it's been for Carly Stone. Here's Faborowski now. And kick it back outside. Hermanson, mid-range J, able to bury it.
Hermanson, in the first time these teams matched up in November, scored 15. So we're looking for her to be a pivotal player here again tonight in this key matchup.
Here's Tatum now with it. 12 on the shot clock. Tatum back outside. Another three. That one's no good. Berg with the rebound. 1:10 now left to go. It's been an exciting third quarter of women's basketball. A floater, that one's no good for Brynjolfsson. And a hard spill to the floor and a foul.
Can't tell who that would be on. This is on Faborowski. Gosh, what I really love about Augustana is they crash the board so hard each and every shot. I mean, even like their smallest players are in there just fighting for rebounds. I love to see that. It really can make a huge difference, especially in tight games like this.
And Candace Tatum, who is currently on the line, took an elbow to Kate Oliver early on, but that did not stop her from still going inside the paint against taller Wheaton players and trying to make a play, and she earns her trip to the line.
Yeah, I love that. I love that effort out of her.
And it seems to be those gritty plays that has allowed Augustana to remain in games, including this one.
Exactly.
47-42, under a minute now left to play. They show a little bit of press. And an offensive foul once again. Candace Tatum spills hard to the floor and puts her body on the line.
She's taking hit after hit here tonight as, yeah, it looks like Faborowski extends her arm a little bit there for the offensive foul.
Some of the Wheaton fans that from behind us are not pleased with the call.
Oh, man, that was a behind the back reach there from Castle. Looks like Augustana's in bonus here.
So Pappas will head to the line.
That was Castle's third on the night. She's been a key matchup in there against Pappas, who's also a taller player for Augustana.
Because of those three fouls, as you mentioned, she will check out. Sinking will come in as a replacement. Pappa is a 76.9 free throw shooter. And she knocks down both, 49-42, a 7-point lead. And here is Alyssa Faborowski, that match with Tatum. Hernandez, and a blocking foul goes against the Vikings.
That'll be against Carly Stone. Wow, that is actually her third. And she's been a key player. She checks out wisely. Beinborn checks in. Augustana coach is definitely wanting to keep her active in this fourth quarter coming up.
Trying to inbound it, and here is Sinking. 16 on the shot clock, Sinking the drive, Sinking, counted and one.
Excellent drive there by Sinking. Way to get the 2 points, see if she can make this a 3-point play. One of the strongest drivers, her and Oliver, for Wheaton's squad. She'll make it a 3-point play. 45-49, 30 seconds left.
Sinking now with 13 points in this game. A 4-point lead for Augustana. As the shot clock is turned off. Here's Emma Berg, back to Tatum, the screen set, 9 on the shot clock. The pass inside, oh, and a nice feed and finish for Callie Pappas. We're going to try to get one more shot, Sinking at the buzzer, almost goes in.
Just off the rim there for Hermanson. Wow, Stone and Beinborn have really been pivotal players here for Augustana. Stone currently has 19 points, and she is, let's see, wow, 5 for 6 from the 3-point line, while Beinborn is 3 for 5 from the 3-point line. And wow, yeah, 3-pointers, they make a difference, as we're seeing here tonight. I mean, Augustana really in that third quarter has just been riding off of those 3-point shots. They're up by 6. We have 10 minutes left in this fourth quarter. We really need to cover that 3-point line and get their offense rolling and start playing their own game here tonight.
The offensive output from both teams was just off the charts. Augustana 10 of 14, 71.4% shooting. Wheaton 8 of 15 at 53.3. So both teams really getting it going offensive, but as you mentioned, the three-pointers have really been the difference.
Yes, yes. So far, Sickink is the highest score for Wheaton at 13 points. Last time, Hermanson and Sickink were the key players last time these two teams matched up. So we'll see what is in store here for this fourth quarter. I'm curious if Augustana will at all pull out a press, because Wheaton seems to be on their heels a little bit right now, and I feel like a press would really just maybe send Wheaton into a spiral. So we'll see what happens here in this fourth quarter. Augustana up by 6.
But as you mentioned, we have not really seen that much press, and when we have seen the Thunder be pressed, Augustana has mainly dropped out of it.
Yeah, which has been surprising to me.
Mid-range on the way for Emily Brynjolfsson, but it's no good. Here comes the Thunder trying to push the pace, and Schwinn. Fernandez drives. Fernandez, they want to travel.
Yeah, Coach Beinborn really wanting to travel there.
And on the shot clock, Sickink fires, no good though. Brynjolfsson swings across court. Ball is loose, no foul. It's an outright steal for Wheaton. And here comes Richardson, the drive, and a foul.
Couldn't quite get that and one, but let's see the foul here. Nice drive by Richardson. Yeah, it looks like Emily Brynjolfsson came down a little bit on her arm there. Sending Richardson, excuse me, for 2. She makes her first here.
A very reliable free throw shooting, 81.3% entering this contest. Led all scorers with 19 points in the win against Carthage. Cuts the lead down to 4. It's been an exciting game of basketball.
Yeah, a really intense game here tonight, kind of a back and forth. Both teams playing really well. Excellent D there by Schwinn to try to intercept that pass. Still Augustana ball.
15 on the shot clock. They try to inbound it to Candace Tatum. Picked up by Lily Schwinn. Brynjolfsson, double team. Has to go back outside. 3 on the shot clock. Beinborn has to put one up. And a shot clock violation going against the Vikings.
For a second, I thought that was going in from this angle. I was like, there's no way. She's shooting really well, but I can't imagine that one going in.
That would have been spectacular.
That really would have been.
And sort of representation of how this night has gone for Augustana, shooting from downtown.
Yeah, quite insane stats from Augustana around the three-point line tonight as Sickink tries hers and makes it, cutting the lead of Augustana to just 1 point, 50 to 51. Wheaton just down by 1 point here.
Sickink now with 16 points tonight.
Again, she was pivotal in the last matchup of these teams. She's stepping up here once again. It looks like there's a foul on against Lily Schwinn. Yeah, looks like she pushed a little bit there.
I'll send Candace Tatum to the line.
I guess it's inbound. I thought we were in bonus still.
Well, pardon me, it's not a free throw. Instead, it's an inbound pass. Shot no good. Offensive rebound gathered in, and Callie Papez, all 6'2" of her, able to bury it inside.
That was an excellent second chance point there from Augustana. Those can make difference. Excellent pass there by Richardson to find Sickink on the other side of the basket. Still a 1 point game here.
And 40 left to go. Lobbed inside. Rejected.
Nice defense there from Hermanson to prevent Papez from getting another easy basket underneath.
Thunder trying to take the lead. Sickink feeling it. No good. Augustana still leads it by 1. Here's Presley Case, the pass inside. Beinborn bangs it home.
Wow, what a pass and what a finish there. Very composed. Augustana leads by 3 now. 7 minutes left. That was an excellent run there.
Beinborn now with 16 points, 6 of 11 shooting tonight. Fernandez back to Sinkink. 6:48 left to go. Here's Caroline Sinkink, the leading scorer for the Thunder. Drives inside, kisses it right off the window pane.
Excellent job there from Sinkink. Really taking control of this Wheaton offense right now.
20 points for her. The pass inside is taken away. Here comes a fast break by the Thunder. 2-on-2. And
wow.
They will call a...
Wow.
Could not tell what that was.
I'm a little frustrated because both the refs looked at each other and were like, what are you calling? What are you calling? I guess we're calling a charge.
Offensive foul.
If you blow that whistle, you've got to know what you're calling. Don't just look at each other.
I was a little bit confused. Were they going to call it a block? Were they going to call it a charge?
I think they were confused too. 1 point game here.
55-54, and there's 6:20 left to go. Brynjolfsson. They swing out right. Here's Presley Case. And a foul inside.
Looks like that will be on Schwen. Let's see what this replay shows us here. Good ball moving from Augustana. Looks like they were calling maybe a hand check on Schwen on the back.
Here's Presley Case with the ball. Brynjolfsson from downtown comes up short. Here's Anna Fernandez leading the offense.
Nice.
A nice feed. Coming up short, though, is Schwen.
That was an excellent pass there from Hermanson to find Schwen. Just couldn't quite capitalize there as Beinborn attempts a 3 and...
Oh, she buries it.
Wow.
Macy Beinborn cooking up from downtown. It's now a 4-point game. 5:30 left to go.
She's making her dad proud. Again, as we mentioned, she is the head coach's daughter.
A fake inside, another offensive rebound. They lob it to Sinkink, double team. Sinkink able to get it back out. Here is Fernandez from three-point land, and she's cooking from beyond the arc.
Excellent play there by Fernandez. Still just a 1-point lead here for Augustana.
Meanwhile, a foul that goes against the... Monica Richardson was calling for the foul. With 5 minutes now left to play. Here's Case drives. Case, the floater off the glass, no good. 58-57, Thunder trailing it by 1. Sinkink.
Both teams have really been pushing it on offense, as it looks like there is a foul here. Let's see who that's. I didn't quite see on the replay what that was, but we have a timeout here, and wow, what a second half this has been. Third quarter, we saw Augustana go on such a run, take the lead, which I think they've held since then. And yeah, what a fourth quarter as well, especially for Beinborn. Actually, both Stone and Beinborn have 19 points each. So both those players have been real difference makers for Augustana tonight. And Sinkink in this fourth quarter in particular has also been really stepping up, as she has 20 for Wheaton, and she's the highest scorer on the night. And there's still 4 minutes left and 40 seconds. 4 minutes and 40 seconds left. Augustana up by 1 point. What do you think we'll see here in these next few minutes?
I think we'll continue to see the same amount of offensive output as I predicted to start this second half. Both teams have laid it out offensively. Sort of was a defensive struggle in the first half, but again, both teams really getting it going offensively from downtown, from inside the paint. So I expect no shortage of that.
Also, it's been an extremely fast-paced second half as well. Both teams just, again, really fighting for that third spot in the CCIW. So yeah, both teams really just pushing the pace in the second half. It has been very, very impressive and exciting to watch as Richardson shoots 2 here.
And as we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, Augustana won the first time these two teams play. They were going to try to go for the sweep. The Thunder have not been swept by the Vikings since the 1993-94 season. It's either been the Thunder have split with the Vikings or they've swept them outright.
Wow.
And just like the first matchup, this second matchup could be a classic. Here comes another three-pointer. Cooking it once again is Beinborn.
Wow, Beinborn is 5 for 7 from the three-point line. Really impressive stat sheet for her tonight.
A kick outside, but before that, they call a travel against Annika Richardson. So Thunder turning it over with 4:08 now left to go in this fourth.
Yeah, looks like she shuffled her feet a little bit there before the pass. 61 to 58.
Battle of two teams who are currently tied for third place in the CCIW. Winner would most likely than not clinch the number 3 seed if the tournament were to start right now. Here comes Beinborn again. That one, though, is no good. A rare miss for a great player like Beinborn. And meanwhile, here comes the Thunder. But that one, no good for Fernandez. Pretty much hit the side of the board on that.
Yeah. Yeah, both teams really just pushing the pace offensively here. Both feeling the pressure as the clock winds down.
Lois drives, fouled. And they will say, though, the foul came before the shot was released. So the and one will not count, but because the Thunder are in the bonus, Lois will go to the free throw line to attempt 2 free throws.
Lois is 52% from the line on the season. She misses her second, rebounded by Richardson.
So it'll be a 4-point game now as Schwinn brings it up court. Fernandez back to Hermanson. No good. Fight for the rebound. The Thunder have it. Fernandez can't finish. Out comes a double team, almost stepped out of bounds. Great play made by the Vikings. Here comes a three-pointer on the way, no good. Offensive rebound gathered in. Here comes Beinborn, no good. Another offensive rebound. That is Carly Stone. What a night's been for her.
Augustana coach saying just slow down the pace here a little bit. Let's run out the clock. As that was quite a wild run there from Augustana.
6 on the shot clock. Case, screen set. Case, mid-range J, no good.
Two minutes, just a little bit over 2 minutes left here. Wheaton down by 4.
Here is Schwinn now. They kick it back outside. It's Fernandez from the corner. And she sticks the triple. Time out on the floor, 62-61. Augustana up by 1. And this is coming down to the wire.
That was a crucial three-point from Anna Fernandez, the freshman out of Canton, Michigan. Not playing like a freshman in that moment. That was a very composed play to close Wheaton's deficit to just 1. It's 62-61. A little bit over 2 minutes left here in this fourth quarter.
Gets her now 14 points in this ball game. 4 Thunder players are in double figures, including Annika Richardson, Caroline Sinkink, and Kate Oliver.
Yeah, that is just not the case with Augustana. We see that Stone and Bindborn are just far outpacing any other player on their team in scoring. Stone with 19 and Bindborn with 22. Really carrying this Augustana effort here tonight.
And both players have made 5 3-pointers, combined 10 in this game. Here's Stone. Back to Presley Case again. Augustana leading it by 1. Kick it back on the wing. It is Bindborn. Comes up short though. And now the Thunder have a chance to retake the lead with 1:40 to go.
Wheaton looks to get their offense started here. Probably hoping to just make an easy 2 points and just get the lead here with 1:30 left into Sinking.
It is Sinking. Floaters no good though. Vikings still with the lead. A pass inside. Can't finish. Offensive rebound gathered in.
Wow, that was quite a pass. She rocketed that thing in there.
And it looks like Coach Bindborn will take a timeout and talk this one over, with the Vikings only leading by 1.
This has just been a really, really fun game to watch. Both teams, you can tell, are just putting their everything out here. Both teams fighting for rebounds, in particular Augustana. I know I've been saying it all night, but I just love how each and every one of their players just fights for those rebounds. They have a couple tall players, but they do have a couple short players, Augustana, and they're in there just as much as taller girls fighting for rebounds, which I really appreciate, and I'm sure the coach is definitely happy about that. As you said, Augustana is up by 1, but both teams are playing relatively composed here right now, and I just love the court vision on both sides, as well as we saw that awesome pass there from, I believe that was Case to Stone, but Stone just couldn't quite make that basket underneath. But man, this has been a fun game to watch. Both teams full of talented players.
And looking at the CCIW standings, it looks like both teams, despite having not clinched a berth to the CCIW tournament, as Milliken is the only team thus far to clinch a berth, will most likely not make it to the tournament and possibly might see each other for the 3rd time this season.
Yeah.
It will definitely be an epic clash.
Yes.
As both matchups have been, again, classic matchups. Off the hands, and Oliver almost got the steal. Presley Case.
Gosh, I'm feeling nervous.
Able to get it back. There's 2 on the shot clock. Brendanson has to put it up. Oh, what a play. Emily Brendanson, ice water in her veins. And it's now a 4-point game.
Well, that's a sophomore out of Springfield, Illinois, really showing up here.
Pressure is now on the Thunder to respond. Sinking against Bindborn. No good. Gets her own rebound. They kick it back out. Oliver thought about it. Kicks it back. It is Hermanson for 3. No good. Another rebound by Richardson. Oliver will now try and hits. Kate Oliver cooking from downtown. It's a 1-point game.
Oliver, what a clutch player. We saw her make that clutch 3 against IWU. Doing it again here. Wheaton down by 1. 20 seconds left.
Shot clock was turned off. It took the Thunder a moment to realize that, so they fouled quickly. And it'll put Presley Case to the line. They wasted some valuable seconds for Wheaton.
These will be Case's first shots from the line.
A 70% free throw shooter.
Extends Augustana's lead to 2 here. This is Case, the junior out of Iowa.
Crowd is trying to get loud, but Case, cool, calm, and collective, knocks down both and makes it a 3-point game.
Wow, those were crucial free throw shots there from Case. She's playing like her year, though. She's a junior, so that's exactly what we'd expect to see from a junior player and a starter at that. As she extends Augustana's lead to 3. There are 18.7 seconds left. And again, what a crucial CCIW matchup this is. We'll see what Wheaton comes out with in these next few seconds. And man, I'm just feeling really nervous right now. I can only imagine playing in this game if I'm so nervous of watching it.
And Presley Case, who just made those free throws, had some huge free throws in the overtime win. The first time these two teams squared off.
I'm curious if Wheaton's going to try to go for a 2 and then foul Augustana quickly, or if they're going to draw up a 3-point play here. I'm really...
It'll be Kate Oliver to inbound. And here's now Anna Fernandez. They go inside Oliver, and she bangs it home. So they do go for the 2-point play, makes it a 1-point game, 14.6.
Wow, Fernandez really is threading the needle there to Kate Oliver. The ball hit Oliver there a little bit, but wow, what a great play there by Wheaton. I'm assuming that's what Coach Madsen drew up, because that was nearly picture perfect, minus the ball hitting Kate's face afterwards. But wow, what a play there by Wheaton to cut the deficit to just 1 Augustana ball. And I think we saw, wasn't Wheaton just in a press here a second ago?
Yes, they were in a press. And I was going to ask you, do you think the Thunder should try to go for the trap, or should they just foul quickly?
I expect Wheaton to face guard at first, and their first option would just to be get a 5-second violation. But if they can't get a 5-second violation and Augustana inbounds it, then I'd expect them to probably foul pretty immediately. Although it looks like Augustana has it on Wheaton's end here, Wheaton's defensive end. Yeah, it looks like Wheaton's going to face guard here.
Definitely makes it easier for the Vikings. And they will quickly foul. We'll put Beinborn to the line.
Oh boy, and that's exactly who we don't want at the line, because Beinborn is actually first in the CCIW for free throw shots, just 88 from the line. She makes her first. Yeah, again, first in the CCIW from the free throw line, shooting 88% on the season. Very impressive stat there. Oh, we have a rare miss.
Second one is no good. And the Thunder will now call a timeout. So instead of a 3-point game, Wheaton only down by 2.
I have a feeling these last 12 seconds will be long 12 seconds. I'm actually not sure how many timeouts are left for both teams, but it looks like actually Augustana has 1 more and Wheaton does not have any more, if the ref on the court was correct in pointing there. But wow, Augustana's up by 2 here. Really, really intense last couple seconds, to be honest. Wow.
Now, would you draw up a play that goes to the tie, or would you try to get the game-winning 3-point play?
Oh, I would draw up something very similar to what we just saw a second ago. And yeah, you definitely want to get it in the hands of someone who's just confident and can make those easy points under the basket. And what's notable is that Coach Madsen gave it to Kate Oliver, a freshman, on the last one, and that just testifies to his confidence in her, which he should have a ton of confidence in her. She's been spectacular this season, a very consistent player and a very clutch player, as we've seen these past several games. So we'll see what Wheaton comes out with in these last few seconds.
Fernandez, Hermanson, Sickink, Richardson, and Oliver are on the floor for the Thunder. Wheaton trying to inbound, and they'll go to Richardson. Here's Oliver. Oliver, though, almost lost it. Kicks it back outside, 7 on the shot clock. And an offense.
Oh, hold up.
Did her footstep out of bounds?
Oh,
it did.
It did. Daggone it. Wow.
That was a foul for a moment, but instead her foot stepped out of bounds, and now Augustana will spend their last timeout.
Wow. What a call there by the ref. She was confident in it. For a second, I was like, what the heck? But that was a great call by the ref to just catch Anna Fernandez back foot just on the edge of the line there. Wow.
6.9 left. You have to think the Thunder must foul whatever shooter.
Yeah, they just need to face guard Beinborn. Again, she's first in CCIW from the free throw line, so they just need to not let her get the ball. because you know that's who Augustana is for sure looking to get the ball to here.
It'll be Brynjolfsson to inbound.
Yeah.
As they get it to Macy Beinhorn. As she looks for redemption at the line. There's 1 out of 2. Last time she makes both. It'll make it a huge and crucial 2-possession game.
Yeah, she needs to make both of these to make it a 2-possession game. As Richardson checks out, because that was 5 on Richardson, and Faborowski checks in. See if Beinhorn can extend the lead here.
Crowd trying to get loud and distract her.
Okay, here we go. So this is a 1-possession game here. Let's see if it's a 3-pointer or a 2-point that Wheaton needs. 3-pointer.
Beinhorn able to knock down both Thunder out of timeouts. They put it into the hands of Kate Oliver. 2 on the shot. Oliver puts it up. Wow. Foul on the play from the 3-point line. That will mean 3 free throws for Kate Oliver.
Oh, I can't watch this.
And if she can make them both, we may have our 2nd overtime in this series.
Shout out to the Oliver family at home right now. I'm friends with them. They're probably freaking out for Kate. Oh, man.
Oliver, 15 points. She's already 2 of 2, not trying to jinx. Court is quiet. And a huge first miss for her. Look at the second. Now in this third one, do you have to intentionally miss?
Gosh, I don't even know what the protocol is here. We just need to tip it right back in if there's a miss.
She does intentionally miss, and Augustana able to save it. And they will sweep the Thunder for the first time since the 1993-94 season.
Wow.
Wheaton had an opportunity at the end, but Oliver's first missed free throw.
What a matchup here tonight between these two teams. This means that Augustana clinches that 3rd place spot in the CCIW. Augustana this weekend will go to take on Carthage, and Wheaton this Saturday takes on Milliken, who's sitting pretty at the #1 spot, already has clinched their spot in the CCIW tournament. It's actually senior night for Wheaton as they play Milliken, the top team in the conference, and who's actually ranked 25th in the nation, a very impressive stat for the CCIW in general. But join us back here this weekend for senior night for Wheaton College. Best of luck to Augustana as they take on Carthage this Saturday. Thanks for joining us this Wednesday night.